Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Honey and Me. I'm Susan, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different, well, in a different place. I'm currently at our off-grid cabin up in the Yukon. I'm going to be showing you another Allpowers solar battery that they sent me, and this one is a 600 watt battery. I'll just give you a quick look at it here before we start doing a demo on it. This is the battery, and the first thing you'll notice is that it is not black or gray like most of the solar batteries are that are on the market. This one is a beautiful beige color. It has two 120 volt outlets, which have these nice little silicone rubber covers. It has a 12 volt output and two USB-C and two USB-A. It also has a flashlight. On the side, there's a nice little door here that protects all of the plugins for charging. So we have the regular AC plug-in. This one is an overload protector, so it's not a charge thing. And this is for the solar charger. It also has wireless charging for your cell phones on the top. I don't have a whole lot of luck with these things because I have a case on my phone that I think keeps it from connecting to this, so I've never actually used this and probably won't. But if you're the kind of person who likes to be able to charge your phone this way, there you go. It also has a nice pop-up carry handle which folds right out of the way, so it leaves you a nice smooth flat surface. We found that this one charges up very quickly. I've charged it up in the car using the cigarette lighter as well as our generator here at the cabin, and it charged up super fast. This little button here lights up green. You push it and hold it for a few seconds and it will light up green, which means that the unit is powered up. And then you choose one of these long buttons to power up either the AC part or the 12 volt part. So we just have to push quickly and you can see the little green light comes on in there. You can see that very vaguely there. And then the AC one, same thing. Push and hold and you get a beep. And I really like this feature because on the other ones, you have to push them and hold and there's no sound to indicate that you've actually connected. So I'm really liking that little beep noise. So I'm going to shut this one off because I don't actually need it on. It's just a quick push to shut them off as well. No having to push them in and hold them. And then this button here that powers the whole unit on also works with the light. So I'm going to turn that on and hopefully not blind you. And there you go. It's a nice little light. And on and off real quick. The screen shows you the battery is 100% charged. Shows input, output. It has a Bluetooth connection that goes to your phone. And it tells you how many days, this one says it will run for 3 days with no charge. So now what we're going to test this with is this cute little washing machine that we just bought to use at the cabin. I've tried running it without anything in it, but I've now got a load of clothing in it, and I'm going to add some water and start it running, and we'll see how well this little battery runs this washing machine. I'm using a cold water detergent because I'm not heating the water up for the laundry. This is what I get my water from, a bucket. I think that's enough water. Everything can swoosh around in there. Now I'll turn on the AC and I'll set the timer for 9 minutes and see how that goes. So it stops and the agitator goes the other way every few seconds. And you can see it's taking 200 and almost 300, there's 315, but then it stops as soon as the thing stops agitating. So we'll see how long this lasts after the 9 minutes on the washing machine is up. This washing machine also has a spinner. So you take all of the clothes out of the washing machine and put them into the spinner to spin all the water out, and then you got to take them out of here and put them into the washer again with clean water for a rinse, and then do it again. So it's like a two-step process that you end up having 4 steps. So wash, spin, rinse, spin, and then you can hang them up to dry. It's all finished. It's 9-minute washing time. And the battery is down to 82%, so that's pretty good. That was 18% of the battery for a 9-minute wash cycle. Put this thing in it to keep things from flying out. And you can turn it on for spin time, so we're going to try 2 minutes. The battery went up to 200 something, but as it evens out, it's gone down. So the second load is now spinning. We're at 78% power, so that was 4% power for the first spin and almost all of the second spin. It spins the water out really well. These are like just damp. The battery is down to 62% after almost 2 full washes and 2 spin cycles, because each load seems to take about a 2 spin cycle, as far as only half your load will fit into the spinner, so you need to do it twice. So I can do 2 loads of laundry and only use about half of the power that's stored in it. That's really cool. So that load is done, and I can now start putting them into the spinner. So there's a pair of jeans. It's a little tangled up. So there's a pair of jeans going in. Whoop. And I may just spin those out by themselves. I'm also finding that if you watch the hose, you see the water coming out from the spin. And when it stops coming out, you can stop the spin because it's finished spinning out all the water. Checking on the battery, it's down to 58%, and I've got 1 more spin to do for that load, and then the rinse, and then 3 spins again. So I'm having a lot of fun trying out this little washing machine using the Allpowers battery, which I am really impressed with how little this washer uses as far as power goes, and how much the battery can do for this washing machine. Like, I've done 2 loads and I'm only at half a battery, so that's pretty good. We started the generator half an hour ago at 5:30, and it's now 6:02 or 6:03. This battery was at 43% half an hour ago. It charges really fast. This little Allpowers battery is the R600. You can power anything that uses up to 600 watts of power. It comes with your owner's manual and some warranty stuff in a nice little black envelope. It comes with a case that has the solar charging cord as well as the AC charging cord. Again, this one does not come with the 12-volt cord. To charge this up in the car, I use the 12-volt cord that came with the S2000 battery that I also got from Allpowers. This is a lithium iron phosphate battery. It has a 1200 watt surge, which means that if something takes up to 1200 watts to get going and then falls below 600 watts while it's being used, this can deal with that. I'll leave links down below in the description for this battery where you can find it on the Allpowers website as well as on Amazon. This battery also comes in your basic black, but it looks pretty cool in the beige. If you enjoyed doing laundry with me today using the R600 Allpowers Solar Battery and our teeny tiny washing machine, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. Bye from the cabin.